Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. I'm just waiting for people to roll on in. I'm going to be playing with this bag today. This is one of my Naomi crafted bags, and I took off some of the leather components to it, and I finally got one of the patches I want to show on here. Of course, I should be doing other things today. I should be actually working on my I should actually be working on YouTube. Hey, hello, Luxational. Hello, Craig. I just filmed an awesome video, and it won't come out for a couple weeks. I'm actually really behind on my YouTubing, but I keep going live and not doing videos. Hi guys, let me just run over to YouTube real quick and click some settings that I need to do since I am on a live. And I got something in the mail. I wanted to show you guys. Today so far has been a fabulous day. So James and I donated one of our televisions to the church. They need one of their TVs. They only had one. The other TV broke. So, well, when I say broke, is you know how flat screen TVs are? Well, flat screen TVs don't do well when they get knocked over. And that may or may not have happened. So that happened over there. So we said, well, we have an extra one we're not even using. So we'll just, you know, donate it. So we took that over to the church today. We stayed for church. James is a little blue, guys. Hey, Bri. James is a little upset because we had plans to do stuff with his mother for Thanksgiving, which totally messed up our Thanksgiving plans because, hold on. As I drop stuff. So his brother works in food services. Jennifer! Hello, Jennifer. I was gonna text you today, girl. So anyway, I'll text you tomorrow. Aloha. Oh, man, sir, when are you not working? I mean, you're working for the whole month, I'm sure. Even if you have scheduled days off, I'm sure you're working. Um, so I took off the leather pieces to this, and I have these threads still in here, and I haven't quite finished tweaking this bag. So what's happening in my life for Thanksgiving? So I said I was gonna go live Thanksgiving, which I will be, but it won't be until the evening, guys. So Thanksgiving is gonna be my sister. Okay, originally we were gonna go to my sister's and that was it. And then on for my husband's family, we were just gonna go that Saturday after Thanksgiving because his brother works in food services. He never has Thanksgiving off, but that's the end of the month inventory. So yeah, he can't. Oh, my face looks really red. Maybe I'll move a little closer. Okay, there we go. Hey Ronnie. Um, and everybody give prayers to Saya, by the way. He's working in the mall in retail in this lovely time of year that is called chaos and hectic holiday shopping. And think of Totes Gene. He went to the outlet mall today, so let's hope he was successful and still enjoys people at the end of that trip because, oh my gosh, the outlet mall on a holiday, I'm not sure I'd be going. Um, not on a weekend. Mhm. Um, I open at 6. Oh, Black Friday, you have to open at 6 a.m. Oh my gosh. Sir, you know what I'm thinking about doing though, guys? Since I will be home on Black Friday and not shopping, what do you guys think of me just going live and streaming, you know, for those who aren't shopping? You know, you're a better person than I am, right? Well, this is the month people are going to be making well, I always associate Black Friday with blackout dates where you can't go, you can't take off. It tends to be, and people have told me more than one, it's about when companies go from being in the red line to black line in the books. So, very important times happening. Very important things are happening. Heck yeah, it's very nice of your friend Craig. Um, Wait, one of my friends of 20 years has also offered to make our entire Thanksgiving meal for us. That's awesome! That's so sweet. Oh my gosh, Craig. Yeah, I'm a little bummed because normally James and I would be planning to go see Craig right now. But we, with the bronchitis and our health issues, that didn't happen, which is fine. It's fine. So now plan B is so plan B was we're gonna go to my sister's house because my sister normally, every Black Friday, every Thanksgiving, she normally goes to a big festival thing out in Texas, out in Houston area. And, well, they didn't do that this year. It's like, Jennifer, I thought you were, so all year, I had plans to go see Craig. Jen had plans to go out to Houston. All the plans fell apart. So she says, well, what are we doing? I said, I don't know. What are you doing? Hey, Aaron, by the way, streaming is always good. Yeah, I'll probably stream on a Friday, Black Friday, and just hang out with you guys. And um, maybe I'll do a bag count in real time because I can move the camera and rotate it so you guys can see that part of the room, the mess that it is. And then, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do Black Friday. I will do a live as long as I can have the ability to do it. Stamina uh, of let's count all of Jackie's bags. It might take all day. Because I really do believe I bought 300 bags this one year and this year alone. Um, so, ooh, yeah, a bag count. Let's see how close I've been all year. I know, right? So, yeah, we'll do that, Craig. We'll do that. We'll totally do that. Um, hey, Katie. Um, so anyway, I'm playing with my bag from Naomi. So let me take out some of this air paper, and I am going to be planning on how to cover up these issues. I took these off, right? These had a stitched on leather tab here and here and on the front and back of here. And I didn't like the way it looked. So I took them off. So I'm still kind of looking at, oh, thank you. Oh, Jennifer, I was going to tell you guys about this lipstick because I've shown I just did a video and I realized that any video where I have a red lipstick on is a better video. This is called 311 Crimson Race. And this is a L'Oreal. Is this L'Oreal? I think this is L'Oreal. Or is this Maybelline? Maybe it's Maybelline. Ah, it's Maybelline. This is Maybelline. I just quoted um their commercial. Maybe it's Maybelline. But this is a great little lipstick out of the Walgreens for $8. So I keep telling myself, Jackie, this entire thing is full of your favorite lipsticks. You do not need to buy more lipsticks. When I say these are the full of lipsticks, it's full, and these are like Hermes and Gwen Stefani and L'Oreal and YSL and like stuff. And I even have a Dior over there in the corner. I have more lipstick than this. These are the ones I use. These are the ones I use all the time. Lipstick is my favorite makeup to buy. It really is. It's my favorite gift to get. It's my favorite makeup to buy. I don't use it as much as I should, because I just don't. James does not actually like me in makeup, which is fine. He just likes me without makeup, which is great because that's how I normally live life without makeup. Um, so I wanted to show you guys what I'm doing with this bag. So I got these embroidered flowers, and I'm thinking, not quite sure yet how I'm going to. I was thinking of putting them on this bag like so. Um, and this would involve a spray adhesive, some pinning with needles to make sure it's in place where I want it to be, a nice delicate application. And I was thinking of doing something like this, but I wasn't committed. I was just like, well, let me buy the appliques and see if I like the way that looks, right? And it's going to be playing with this a little bit to see where yeah, thank you, Luxational. If I really like the way this ends up being, because at first I was going to just do something across here, but there's leather here, right? So this is there's two pieces of this applique that I bought. And you would use a fabric applicator, spray application. I do have regular fabric adhesive, but this is going to take some pinning, some spray, and some time. Because the way this is made, I'm not going to be doing any pressing. A lot of the times, like this, the way this bag is made, if you've watched any of Naomi's, oops, videos or her, you have to, this is a adhered and hot pressed for this to look this nice with the underliner. So this is really pretty. So I think this one for sure is definitely going to be here. But see, this is the back of the purse, right? The back of the purse. And what I really wanted to cover up was not really so much this, but just these bits that I've, done stuff to. So I don't know if I'm going to keep it that elegant. This might become a little bit more less elegant because like one of my ideas for this, and I can't find where I put my other patches because I just threw them somewhere. Um, but these are some patches I just bought again because I love these ones. These are my Hello Kitty. This is Karomi. This is Pudding Dog. This is Hello Kitty. This one is My Melody, and this one is, I forgot the name. It's a dog. I was thinking about something like just fun stuff like this, but making it a little bit more fun, a little less elegant. We're not sure yet. We're not sure. It's a work in progress, guys. So I'm gonna put this aside, um, and then I'm gonna think about it because I'm not ready to commit to anything yet. Um, that was just my ideas for then, and my ear for everyone just pop in and say hi. I've been MIA on YouTube for a bit. Hey Veronica, I'm so happy you're back. Well, girl, it's the holiday season. It is the time of year where people are busy, end of year everything. Either you're having to use up a budget or find money in the budget, um, depending on what your work is. Lots of things happening. So hey, Appleblog. So anyhow, I also have an unboxing this because I was literally, on Friday I said I'm gonna give them until Saturday, and then on Saturday it did show up. Then I said, okay, I'll give it till Monday because it said UPS delivered this to USPS and US there was nada. So this actually was carried through USPS Select Parcel Select. They delivered this on a Sunday, y'all. Sunday. Somebody couriered this over to my house, and so this must have been like some third party because this went through UPS to USPS Select. So this went to EVS. This went to three different couriers, and this came out of shipped out through Ontario, Canada. But this is a Temu item. This is an item that I was hoping that said it got here last Thursday, and I'm like, no, ma'am, it did not. And I'm just gonna wait because I didn't want to have to call. Because the way it works is I have to call the parent shipper, which was the USPS, or actually UPS, and then because they said they had delivered it to USPS in the town I live in, and and then I'm like, it's not here. It's not been delivered. It's not in my parcel box. It's not, it's not there. And then so today on a Sunday, it got dropped off. So let's see if it's the right thing. So since this is the only thing I've been waiting on, it better be the right thing. USPS SurePost, yeah. So let's see. Yes, it is. And I almost bought a replacement because I was so mad that they said I thought it was lost. So this is going to my boss. I was hoping to get it to him last week, but I'll put it on his desk tomorrow, and he won't be back until for a week, so it'll just sit there, right? But it says quitters. I mean, happy retirement. Congratulations on escaping. So he technically can retire today, like today. Um, oh, Craig, I haven't mailed you anything. Mm. No, no, no. Craig says, Jackie, FYI, while I'm thinking about it, still isn't showing anything coming from you to you. No, no, I haven't mailed it. I'm waiting until December 1st to mail it because of my paycheck, essentially, because I'm going to take over like a huge amount of stuff and say, I'm going to be posting it through UPS, I think. I didn't post it yet. Um, I've been gathering all the stuff together. It's still not here. I mean, I almost got everything here. This is from Temu. Yes, it is. But they also sell this exact same thing on Amazon, and the Amazon version was only $3 more. So it's really just if you the Temu doesn't like save you much, but I got this for $10 instead of $13, and I actually found a really cool one for $16. Yeah, because Craig, I keep talking about it, but I still haven't done it. Yeah, I have it all in my hallway now. I have found everything because this is going to you too, and I keep forgetting. Because I think Dee Dee says she sent it to you, but I don't think she ever made it to the post office. So I'm sending you this, and I still have my the Labubu, and I still have stuff from Disney I'm supposed to send you that I was just gonna assume I was gonna just hand over to you, which didn't happen because that didn't happen. So basically, I have like months of stuff to send Craig that we have just been holding off on because oh, I'm gonna go see you, you know. In November, I'll just hang on to it. I mean, months and months of stuff to send him, and it's like, oh, this is gonna be expensive. So I've just been waiting to do that, and I've determined I'm not going to even try and pack it. I'm going to walk it into the UPS store and say, "Hey, pack this for me," because yeah, there's a fee. I don't care. It's like I don't know the best way to pack this. Help me. Um, I did receive. Okay, you did receive one from DD. Okay, so maybe you do have this one then. But I'll be sending you this one also. But I was showing my bags today. I just did a video before you guys. Oh, the really like the pug slippers. Yes, the pug slippers are so cute. I'm not wearing them right now, but normally I am when I'm in my house. I have pug slippers and strawberry slippers. And I didn't even watch the rest of that video. I don't even know what was on there. But I was showing my most unique bag video, and I just filmed it. So this is one of the bags I showed on my most unique bags because it's okay. It's not that a fur bag is extremely unique. Fur bags are kind of been around for a long time. I didn't even show my crocodile because I figured crocodile's kind of a normal thing. It's not really a unique item. I think it's just a rare item, right? But this is a mink fur, and I just love it. I love it so much that I had to show it because it is my only mink fur item, right? So, and I had to say on my video that while it could easily be a rabbit, it's not because um my aunt had mink fur coats, so I know what minks feel like versus rabbit. Rabbit is actually a lot softer than mink. Mink is not the softest. The softest fur I've ever felt is chinchilla, but yeah, it's Cloverleaf has an Italian-made mink and calfskin in her sale today for $95. Wow. I missed. I didn't think I. I think I missed her sale. I don't watch Cloverleaf and or Lady Badger mainly because if I watch everybody, I start buying too many bags. I already buy too many bags as it is between Vicky and Hadrian. So oh, I have to show you. um Yeah, nothing feels quite like mink. Mink is very distinctive. My mom had a seal fur and a fox fur coat, so I know what the different furs feel like. And I have a mink hair ties I bought at a boutique. That bag, thank you, Luxational. Yeah, and Jackie lives in Texas. We don't need a mink fur bag. I have one. But uh, I was gonna say if you didn't watch Meredith from Living Luxury, Living Lux. Okay, I can't remember her title of her. She's just Meredith. Okay, so Meredith out of Australia showed her made-to-order Fendi, the one and only crocodile trimmed fox fur Fendi first, and she put the 411 information in that video about because Kim Jones, apparently the designer for Fendi, is leaving Fendi, blah blah blah. She's going to be taking away her um they're going to retire the Fendi First. So the Fendi First is apparently Kim Jones collection. I think it's Kim Jones. Hopefully I'm not saying the wrong name. This is just from memory. I don't know these people. I do like the bags you have, I would wear it with jeans, right? I know her channel. Yeah. So anyway, that was interesting because Meredith has a huge Fendi first collection. So Meredith and Dale, they're huge Fendi fans. They both have made to order bags, and I really love Dale's Addictions made to order Fendi bag. Um, but a lot of people who love Fendi love the baguette. I personally am a Fendi Peekaboo fan. And I would love to get one of these, a bigger version, even if they're heavy. And so I like the Fendi Peekaboo, and I like the new there's a new Fendi Peekaboo Slouchy or something. It's supposed to be lighter, not as heavy as its regular Peekaboo. Or I don't, it might not even be called the Peekaboo, but it looks like the Peekaboo. It's just not as heavy. But I got another bag in the mail. Remember the bag where I said, hey, dear husband, I bought this thing and I have to fess up. It came in the mail. So let me show you. I did not expect it to be this big. Now, I've seen many, 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 many photos of this bag. This one completes my collection. This should end my need to constantly buy Ricky everything. Peekaboo Soft. Thank you, Craig. So this is the Ricky Canvas tote thing. I don't know its proper name. This is beautiful. This is bigger than my 33. Let's see how many inches across this is. This is 14 inches across, but it's the height that's so different. Um, it is 15 and a half inches tall. So this is a really big bag. So I was expecting it to be more about the size of my 33, which is right next to Santa over there. Um, this is amazing. And guys, this tote, I have looked at this tote probably before I even bought my very first Ricky. When Craig and I first talked about Rickies, I saw these first because these are the ones I could afford. Because the canvas ones tend to be cheaper than the leather ones. These are canvas and leather combo. And there was one I really wanted in a blue color. It was all beat up. It was from Japan. It was beat up. And Craig says, "Hey, these bags have zo structure. They're gonna collapse." And let me show you. They don't have structure because there is no interior structure. It's just this, right? It just smushes down like this because it's just canvas. There's no rigidity to it. This is amazing. It should have a strap with it, but they didn't have the strap when Adrian showed this, and I just about died. I was having a minor meltdown. This is in one of his, so every Saturday night at midnight my time, he has a live. 10 o'clock Pacific time is midnight Central time. Yeah, I need an organizer for this for sure. And I said, I don't need a strap. I'll put any old strap on that bag. And now I'm looking at this bag like I should have this does need a strap. Because of the way it's structured, and it's just the quality of the Ricky bags, all of them are amazing. But this one is for the condition. Like there's just a few scratches on here. Adrian sold this to me for $110. He only charged me $10 in shipping. So this is $120. You guys go look online. The comparables for this bag, I've never found it for $100. I've never. And I've been looking for a year off and on for this bag. Did I want a black bag? No. Would I have loved it in red or blue? Absolutely. Do I love it in black? Yes. Would I have this been my first choice? No. But this is the most amazing bag. And I did actually win the bid. I did actually win the bid. And I think it was lady I don't was it either Cloverleaf or Badger, Lady Badger, one of them won the bid, and they abdicated. They said, "Okay, Jackie, I know you really want this. You're a collector. You can have it." I said, "Yes, thank you." And then I had to tell my husband, "Hey, husband, I bought this thing I can't afford." And he was like, "Now, why did you have to buy this bag?" I says, "It completes my collection." And he's like, Not amused. Not amused. And that's why I had a vlog sale. Nothing sold on the vlog sale, FYI, but that's okay because the commitment was enough for James. The commitment, it was Lady Badger. Thank you, Jennifer. Lady Badger got the bid on this, and Lady Badger let me buy it. And I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So because I am a collector and this bag is amazing, and I've only ever found this bag for around $200, maybe $180, in bad condition. So to get this bag in this, I literally was having a meltdown. I could barely type and function. I mean, it is midnight my time, so at some point between midnight and 2 o'clock in the morning, he showed this bag, and I'm like, can I have it? And I did watch his live last night. Was it last night? Yeah, it was last night. And because today's Sunday, it was phenomenal. The lives. I didn't buy anything because money is tight. But he showed some really cute charms, very cute charms, and I didn't buy them. I had will and no money. So that helps. It helps. It's hard to buy things when you can't buy things, right? So anyway, this is the most beautiful bag. I am so thrilled to have it, but I'm gonna, because it's black canvas and I have pugs. Pugs show um their love and affection by shedding on everything. Um definitely I'm keeping it covered. And this is the cover. I mean, Adrian's a pro. They ship their stuff with these little papery, like, dust bags, and for what they're supposed to do, they're perfect. So they're safe in shipping. Let's keep it here. I also got this from my twin. My twin gave me this cup. I'm very excited about it. So this is my cup. Um, all the puppies. She got this at the Marshalls. No, Home Goods. Home Goods. She got this Home Goods. So she went shopping. She's actually shopping today. She went to the Clothes Mentor. She bought a bunch of clothing. She's extremely. She's like, I didn't plan on spending $100, and I'm like, Jenny, you can't plan at a thrift store. It happens or it doesn't happen. You can walk in a thrift store with all the money in the world, buy nothing, have nothing, nothing's there you want, and then you go in there with $10 and you found $100 worth of stuff. That's what happened to her, and she did buy the $100 worth of stuff. I said, Jennifer, you bought two Ralph Lauren knit long sleeve t-shirts for $12 a piece, and these are the nice ladies t-shirts. A couple cardigans, one from Citron, which is a really highfalutin brand, and then one was another couple other items. I mean, she basically got one item she purchased would have been that entire purchase, and she bought like 6 items. I'm like, Jennifer, you made out real good. Hey, Alyssa. Um, So, oh, guys, there are Labubus on Temu. Yes, Jennifer, but those Labubus are fake. This is the crime. Because Labubus have gone into such huge demand of unreasonableness, the fakes are out there. They're faking $22, monster toys. It's like, guys. But yeah, the ones on Temu are not real. They're not genuine, guys. They're not. I'm on this whole other thread. Now, I don't think it really matters. They're just, I don't even think they're calling them Labubus. They're calling them monsters, and they just look like the Labubu monsters. And it's just that phenomenon of the toys. And then the other thing that's happening. Oh, you said you were okay with fakes. Yeah, I am. I'm actually okay with the fake Labubus. I really am. I'm just letting everybody else know that if you are not okay with the fake Labubu on Temu, they're not real. I'm okay with the fake Labubu on Temu because it's a toy. It's literally a fan art. Yeah, Walmart online store has Labubu replicas too. Yes, they do. I mean, I think they're calling. I mean, because these things. Now this is a genuine deal, and when we look at them from here in the Western world, we look at them and we think of them as where the wild things are. But apparently, the creator and inventor of these guys based these off of the Scandinavian Smurf cartoon, and that was from the Super Dacob. So Super Dacob looked it up, and when you go to the Pop Mart Labubu, it says on the very top of it, there's a little blurb about their mischievous little monsters, but I just think they're cute. Um, they should call them La Fufu. Yes, La Fufu. La Fufu. Yeah, so they're just cute little things. Like this is the have the seat version, and so they're just, you know, a smiley face with teeth. Really, that's what they are. Um, and this is the one that's the first release that they did was this one. This is the this was going to Craig. This is the sea salt and caramel macaroon have a series, and this one is the have a seat series, and they only have two series. There's only two series, this one and this one, for the charms, and then they have the standing ones, which are really expensive in the wild series, and they have the Zamoni or Zamomo. Sorry, not the Zamoni. Zamomo. Zamomo is the male version. So like the Smurf story, where Papa Smurf is the only well, not Papa Smurf, Smurfette is the only, and Super Dacob explained this because I didn't remember my Smurf lore, but as a kid I loved the Smurfs. So the Smurfs were all male gendered Smurfs. There were no females, and apparently Gargamel sorcelled a female to happen, which was Smurfette, which caused dissension because you have all these male Smurfs and then there's a Smurfette, and that's the lore behind the Smurfs, according to what Super Dacob said. And then that's interesting. So in the world of Labubu, the creator created the Labubu guys. All the Labubus are ladies, and Zamomo is the only male. So in Labubu land, they're all women except for the one male. Um, that's so sweet, but you don't have to do that. Follower of mine makes rabbit bag charms for our authentic LB campus, and she is sending me one. Oh, I'm so excited! Oh, I'm so excited. No, Craig, I'm still sending you a little boo. You need one. Um, rabbit fur charms. Oh, that's so cute. Have you seen the rabbit charms? I forgot what they're called, but they're little rabbits about this big. They're very cute, and they're sold in these little tins. And that was a big craze before these Labubus craze. I can't remember the name of them. I've seen a bunch of fakes of those too, but that's so exciting. Um, give me her contact if she sells them for fun, because I might try to see if I can buy one next year. Anyway, this is the other thing I unboxed. I did a really quick unboxing yesterday, which is a nightmare. I'm not even sure I can show that unboxing because my dogs barked through the whole thing. I'm gonna have to listen to it. They're cute, but I'm over trying to get one from a drop. Oh yeah, no. Potmart near me has them on display, but their sign saying it's sold out. Yeah. Yeah, no. Katie, I want the Potmart Labubu vinyl Coca-Cola ones. Those are the plastic ones. I totally want that. You gotta get the Labubu's friend Zamomo. I can't do Zamomo. Zamomo is like $300. I'm not even kidding. Zamomo is $300. I'm not buying Zamomo. Zamomo is like this, like ginormous, and I think they're 150 regular price, but on the resale market they're all 300. Cool. So this is something I ordered off Temu that I thought was going to be like half the size, and it turns out to be this big. And this is for me to put my coffee creamers in there. I have those like um shelf stable coffee creamers. You can just throw in the little cup things, and I'm going to take this to my office. And this is one of the coolest things I have ever purchased off Temu, like ever. It's this tin. I love this thing. I think it's the coolest thing I've ever seen. It's just a tin. Um, but I love it. I just think this is so cool. Of course, you know, I love coffee. That was really cool. Oh, and the other thing I'm thinking about doing on that purse that I haven't decided what to do yet is I bought a bunch of these crystal things. Um, and these are actually sold and recommended to be sold as fingernail art. These are crystals to put on your fingernails, apparently. Of course, I'm not going to do that. I'm thinking about putting these on this bag, covering up those glue marks. So that might happen. I just haven't decided yet, and I haven't tried it yet. So everything's up in the air with that bag. I know I'm going to do something. I just don't know what something. Um, but it's been a fun day getting me a boo boo. The Poshmark store has these giant figurines, 2 feet at least, and they cost anywhere from 500 to 1,500. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Oh, that's nuts. That's nuts. Um, that is nuts. That's nuts. I can't even. No. No. I like the Labubus, but I'm not buying anymore. I really am not. Until they because this smacks of the Beanie Baby craze, all of the different crazes, and with everything like that, it has an end, right? And when they end, the market will be flooded with them, and I'll be able to get them. I'm not going to fight to buy them now. I bought the ones I wanted because it was fun, and I was supporting it's Adrian because he was selling them because he was trying to find the one secret one. He's bought so many sets trying to buy the secret one because he's addicted to them. And you don't need so many multiples, right? You just need a set. And he has complete sets already. So he was selling them like, oh, those are so cute. I would love to have one. They weren't very expensive and they were fun, but now it's become like y'all crazy. Spending $300 for $150 a mo so, it's a Momo. I'm like, no. Or the angel one or the one with purple or the, just on and on and on and on it goes. There's lots of different versions. And I'm like, I can buy a bag for that. For $500 to $1,500, I can buy a bag, a beautiful bag, an amazing bag. Have you guys looked at the Murakami leak? You know, with is strategically, this is planned. This is completely planned by Louis Vuitton. They released those to be leaked. Because how many people have, I mean, we knew that Foxy LV was always showing the photos and stuff, and then she got kicked off Instagram because, Instagram is like, probably because LV says, oh no, that's our stuff, you should be sharing it. And then now we have all these other influencers showing the leak, the staged release, pre-release. And I think honestly, this is just my opinion, I really do think that this is a marketing gimmick from Louis Vuitton to remind people that in January, very expensive items are coming out. And don't spend all your money here now because in January, we're going to have this huge drop. There's also a price increase. I haven't bought a bag since 11, 12, and I'm going strong. Yes. Yes, Jennifer. I can't say that. I did buy a bag today, and I didn't even confess. Oh my gosh, the Camel Rogue is gonna come out in Coach. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. That is gonna be awesome. Especially it's the same camo print that came out with the. I love the camo print that came out in the outlet. That is one of the prettiest camo prints I've seen them do. Camo print is not new to Coach. They have very many versions of camo. Um, Hey, Monica. Great job, Jennifer. I haven't bought another bag since the Balenciaga. Well, that Balenciaga is pretty on, spot on gorgeous. Um, I did buy a day. I bought a bag today. I didn't tell James. I'm not going to tell James. It's just going to show up and I'll apologize later. I had a 10% off coupon. I was looking at the Ralph Lauren bags because I'll have to walk over there and get my bag of the day today. Um, so Craig, it's not your fault. I'm not blaming you. This is my fault. This is me, um, with very little impulse control. It has nothing to do with you. I would have found it regardless because I went to Vestiaire Collective and I was looking at the Ralph Lauren bags and then I said, okay, well, let me look at the new Ricky bags. And then I went and let me look at the new Reed bags. And there it was. And I knew it was there. Craig had shown it to me already, and I didn't buy it. And I said, no, Jackie, no, you can't do this. You can't buy this. Don't buy this. And then I looked at it today and I had a 10% off coupon and I could do direct shipping without paying for the authentication because I'm totally cool with this bag. And it is a fraction of the original cost. I have this bag in cream. Let me show you the cream version. Yeah, they are having a sale today. I think in about an hour. So let me show you. So this is the bag I was using today. This is my shoulder Ricky. This is the bag I have on my Instagram photo. This is my first time I've used this because it's my precious. It does have a little bit of wear on the corners. One of the corners is really... Oh, they're live now. Okay. Well, let me finish story time and we'll get off and we'll go over there. I thought they were on at 4 Central, not right now. Okay. So the bag I ordered that's coming is the smaller version of this one, but in blue. So that's coming. Hey, Cammie, we're just about to hop off. It was just a quick little live, but this bag is the Reed Karkoff 40. This bag is amazing. This bag is amazing, and I'm getting it in blue. And I'm gonna have to apologize to James when it shows up, and just move on and go back to restraint. Try to be strong. Okay, guys, we're gonna get off here. I'm not there. I don't want to break my streak. Yes. Oh, well, okay, guys, should I stay on live or should I drop off the live? Because I don't want to encourage people to purchase. Let me see. Did it say? Yeah, they started 30 minutes ago, guys. So I think we're just gonna be fine hanging out. I did not realize I went live when they were live. That is bad form. Bad form. Um, yeah. So we're just gonna stay here. My bag of the day. Thank you, Jennifer. Um, yeah, no, so I'm just gonna we're not gonna hop over. I will apologize to Ed and Winnie later because I really thought that their live was going on in about an hour, not that they had been on for an hour or since 3. So, but I am not in the purchasing. um I should be buying what I have bought, you know. Um Thank you. It failed the white sock test. Oh, what failed the white sock? Wait a minute. Watch your video. Oh, the red Brahmin. Oh, so the red transferred. Oh man, see, okay, I've had Brahmin bags before, but not a smooth leather Brahmin. Um, oh man. So I don't buy Brahmin bags anymore because the Brahmin bags I had were the coated, heavily coated, iridescent, really cool ones like that. And when you really, really use them, and my sister will beat up any bag, those bags don't hold up. Not the way my sister uses them. So, and my sister, admittedly, is really hard on a bag, but after the way she used hers, and I was looking at mine that I had, I realized mine were wearing the same way hers were wearing. Just it took longer to do. So I actually sold all of my grandma bags before they could get worn out because they do have a following of people. So I'm gonna actually switch into this bag for tomorrow. I love this bag. And I'm actually gonna really love the new version of this bag when it comes in. So this is the strap, and this is an interesting way the strap's on here. You have to... I'm gonna actually put the strap back on. I think when I did this, I had decided I wasn't gonna use it as a... Let's see, how do I want this to look? Let's do this. Okay, that way. Bye, Cammie. Um, Cammie is definitely a fly-by-night visitor. She comes and goes. So, oh, I just did that the wrong way. Let me redo that. The new one you bought is super cute. Yes, Craig. And it was, gosh, these bags were $2,000 originally, and to get that bag for $100, I just kept looking at it, and I'm like, Jackie, um, just it'll be fine. You know, I'll make more money. I'll pay off bills. You know, it will be okay. So So let me put this strap back on. Where did you say you were getting the blue one from? It's from Vestiaire Collective. Vestiaire Collective is I use them. Now, some people don't. Lumi Level Up, I like her very much. She used to use Vestiaire Collective, but she had a very bad experience with them. So she doesn't use them or recommend them anymore, but I haven't had a problem. So they have an authentication process also, but you can choose to have direct shipping if you don't want, on not everything, on some things. Like the thing I'm getting is from the United States. So since it's local, I was able to do just ship it. I don't want to do the authentication. I'm cool with it. Like I'm taking the risk. I get it. Or you can pay the $15 authentication fee. Now, a lot of people say, well, you should do the $15 authentication fee. Guys, I know reed bags well enough to know that is a bag. And it's not a pleather bag, it is the leather bag. I almost got it, but what size color just couldn't work for me, thank God. But this is the one, Craig, I thought you would want, but you said this was too close to one of your Birkins. Because this one's a bigger bag than that one, but this is still a small bag for Craig. So when I had unboxed this, when I got this from eBay for a song and a dance, guys, I got this bag for $20 bid because the person didn't. When you look up this bag, most of this bag style, this is a late release for Reed Karkoff. So most of the bags that you see like this came from the Kohl's collection. Very rarely do you see them actually from the Reed Karkoff collection. So when this got on eBay for $20, I bought it. Didn't look twice. And I really thought Craig would want this one, but he is too close of a colorway to his other bags. So he wasn't inclined. And it's also small for him. This is more like a Birkin 25 size. Yes, he actually has two of his Birkins look like this. And the shapes are similar. So it's not like you want to have just, unless you're me, multiple bazillion repeats of stuff. But so I have decided my concentration for 2025 is duty. I'm going to always buy a Reed bag, and I'm always probably going to look for a Ricky. Those are always going to be on my radar, circling around in my brain. If I could find a really good one or something more unique than the one I have. But 2025 is going to be, let's work on the hoard. Because even though I have majority of all my bags now are in vertical format where I can see them, it's still hard to see where I've put them because there's so many of them. When you unbox that, you had mentioned the lack of the knot. Yeah, it doesn't have the knot. You can knot it, but it's not actually supposed to be knotted. I didn't realize that this was not supposed to be knotted, but see, it's stitched. The belt is stitched right there. This is really supposed to just look like that. So even though this can you could untoggle this, but it's meant to look. This is the way it's supposed to look. It's also stitched at the back, where the boxer bags, the belt is completely loose. You can take the whole belt out. This one, the belt must stay this way. So let me move into this bag. So I used this bag today because I wanted to use a Ricky bag. I wanted to use. I find that when I go shopping or if I go out, if I carry one of my favorite, most valued bags, it reduces the chance of me buying another one. That backfired today because I carried this, but then I went looking for Ricky's, and then I went looking at the Reed bags, and the 10% off, it just pushed me there. That extra 10% did it. So this is the bag I used today. This is a full Ricky, but this is a Ricky shoulder bag. This is not the Ricky 33, like the blue one right there, the classic Ricky. This is a shoulder bag. So this is a fabulous, fabulous bag. This is the color combination I would want in the same version as that. right there. But since I have this, I said, Jackie, stop it. You don't need it. You have this one. So I got this one for a song and a dance from the original owner, who did pay $3,000 for it. She sold it to me. Well, maybe it might have been less than 3,000, but it was very darn close. So in this bag, I have my new puppy dog scarf, which is awesome. I have my wallet of things, my Hufflepuff bag of things, and this is my, and I dropped it. This is my charging brick and extra cables because I didn't know where I was going to be and I didn't know how long. On the weekends, I try to travel with my charging stuff because if I'm out and about, my phone is a resource hog. I really like the metal tag on that fastener. Yes, see, that's the difference between the soft Ricky and the regular full Ricky. So the full Ricky has the whole metal plate. The soft Ricky has the leather covered plate. This is the original old tag that the older Ralph Lauren bags used to have, and it says Ralph Lauren quality goods established, and it has it in the Roman numerals, proprietor 888 Madison Avenue, New York. This is a really cool, and I actually kind of think this might be sterling silver just because the way it's tarnishing leads me to believe that this might be an actual. It doesn't say it's not stamped, but I would not be surprised if that was actually sterling. Let me see if I did break my. I dropped this. And inside of this is one of my really nice lipsticks. Okay, good. It's not in here. I have a Chanel lipstick, emergency perfume. My. You know what? I need to move in my wallet. I have my dental picks. I'm going to put that in here. That makes more sense. It's not silver, it's well, palladium plated. Well, thank you. That's nice. Oh, here's my other lipstick. This is the fancy lipstick that I was afraid I might have broken when I just dropped that. And nope, we're still good. Mirror's intact. You know. So this is in my handbag, I always carry a day lipstick, a night lipstick. Which doesn't really matter. You can wear lipstick whenever you want. And then I'm going to put all this in here. And we're going to use this bag tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a fun day of work. It's going to be not a very busy day. Work is going to be a skeleton crew. And there we go. We're going to take this bag tomorrow. And I'm going to put where did I put my keys? Yeah, palladium plating. That's pretty dang awesome. My keys are missing. Did I leave them in here? Yes, I did. It's the keys. Have to remember, have to get in the car somehow. So keys go in here. And I had these charms on my bag today. So I had a alligator and a Snoopy. I love this little stupid alligator. I think it's ridiculously cute. But I'm not feeling that for this. I guess it could be okay. Let's see. Nope. Too wide. We're gonna leave it like this. Right, love me some palladium. I can't go wrong with palladium, guys. Yeah. So anyway, this is my shoulder Ricky, which is one of my most treasured bags. And here we go. It has a zipper top, so it's even a lot cooler. And it has the bell keeper. So this is probably one of my fanciest bags. And this is fun because I told you I just did a most unique bag. So one of the bags I showed in that video, let me make some space, was this one. This is a Lauren by Ralph Lauren. And look how pretty these colors are together. Yeah, very similar. Yeah. Over here. So I have a type. I totally have a type. I love a brown bag. I love a chocolate brown bag. I like a cognac, I like caramel. I pretty much like all the brown bags. I do. Jackie, that tan Labubu would look cute on that bag. Yeah, it would look cute. Um, I'll probably be bored at work for 3 days, and I'll be schlepping my bag, purse, lunch to work, and rather than pushing along that carrying. Yeah, so we're gonna have like a skeleton crew at work. Most people will be off. Most people will be off because it's just you have a 3-day week. Who's gonna? Okay, we have. So what happens is we have 2 days off, Thanksgiving and Friday, and then the agency has given us off um, Wednesday. So that's a skeleton crew day. So I'm gonna be working on Wednesday because that's just gonna be an optional take that time at a different time day, and that's better because my leave is very low because I've been so sick. My sick leave is down to zero, which has never been at zero since I started working there. And then I've always normally try to maintain a 40-hour sick leave bank, and then I have a leave pool bank. We're one of the few people who does still sick leave and leave. A lot of people do PPO, which is personal time off, um, or PTO, personal time off, uh, and they just lump your sick leave and your because it's kind of like a HIPAA thing. They don't really want to know, but for us, because we are the state, those things go into different buckets, and those haven't changed yet. So we're still just leave and personal sick leave and leave. So anyway, so I'm probably working on Wednesday, and so we're going to be working Wednesday and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which is great because we'll get some work done before the people come back. We could probably even work from home but I don't want to. I want to work on campus. Nobody's going to be there. Duniburg had their garage. Oh, wait, something large satchel and brown tomorrow for 175. I've never. Aaron, the Dooney sales. It has been killing me not to buy the Dooney bags because the reason I bought that Reed Karkoff because that's a fraction of the value of that bag. That bag is literally a $2,000 bag they're selling for $100. Now, the Dooney Florentine large satchel in brown tomorrow is a 700, actually I think it's like $500 bag on sale for 200 less 175. I've never seen it go that low new. That's the used sale price when you get a satchel, a Dooney satchel, anywhere under $200, it's the used price, right? So to get that for 175 new, I'm like, and I like Jackie, you have satchels. You have satchels. You have them. You don't have that one, but you have them. This is you do not need all of them. It's like this is what I do to myself all the time. All the time. The sales at Dooney, I have never really bought the Black Friday sales at Dooney. I've never really bought the 12 days of Christmas at Dooney because I have normally found their sales in the summertime to be better. This is the first time I have seen numbers like this as I have been buying and tracking. You know, I'm not saying it never happened. I'm just saying I just can't remember the last time I ever saw a large Dooney satchel for $175 brand new. I'm like, what? It's like, oh, this is really hard for a shopaholic and a bag collector. This is really hard. But I have a large navy satchel. I have a large navy satchel. I have a large navy satchel. I keep telling myself this. You do not need a brown one. I have lots of brown bags. And they all have to compete with each other. They all compete for me to use them. So anyway. Well, let's hope that I had a large black one that was gifted to me by you. Um, and I gifted it forward to a friend who was never able to get one. Um, Unfortunately, that friendship fell apart, which I'm very sad about. Because she'd been looking for one forever and ever and ever, and she couldn't get one. She happened to live in England, where it's really hard to find a Dooney and Burke bag. So I had gifted her that, and I think a month after that had happened, our friendship imploded, and I still miss her. And I know the bag's still in good hands because I gave her many bags. I just didn't give her that satchel. I gave her many bags. She bought some bags for me, but I gave her many bags, and I gave her some really nice collector bags because she is a collector. Um, oh no, I gifted it forward because you had given me the black satchel and I had the navy satchel. And she had been looking for the black satchel specifically, and she had been looking over across the pond, and they don't sell Dooney across the pond. They have to be brought over by somebody because they don't ship them that way. And they don't sell over there. So I said, I'll send you mine. And because it was gifted to me, I don't sell things I get gifted. So I said, since this was a gift, I'll gift it to you because in the nature of the gift, it was to give me a gift. So I'm going to give you the gift. I did keep the Bible, but I sent the bag to her. And so I don't have that bag. And I don't even have the friend anymore. But I know that she still has the bag because she's also a collector. She collects classic Coach. Um, Oh no, I keep gifts. I don't sell gifts. I will gift a gift forward. I will not sell a gift. That I kept because she wanted a black bag specifically. She offered to buy it, and I said I can't sell this to you because it was gifted to me. I don't gift. I can gift a bag forward because that's the nature of a gift, right? Is to gift and to give joy. So I'm not going to sell a gift. But I said to her that I can give it to you because it was given to me, and this is what happened, and this is how I got it. And if you would like it, I'll gift it to you. And I paid for shipping. I didn't have her pay for shipping. I sent it to her, and I didn't even tell her I was doing it. So I do. If people give me something, I do not sell gifts. I gift things forward because that's the nature of a gift. If someone gives you something, it's to give it to you to enjoy it, right? So, and I enjoyed it and loved it. And then she really wanted that back. And and I didn't want to, I just could not sell that. I said, I can't sell this to you, because it's given to me. I can't sell it. So, she has that bag and I did have it. I had it for a very long time. And but here's the thing, Erin, that lady, my friend, she's very good at manipulating, and she got a lot of bags for me because I was very generous. And there's a couple bags that I do regret gifting her that I didn't even sell her. Um, but because they were collector items. They were literally like I know I'll never find them again. And I knew that when I gave them to her because I know she couldn't find them again either because they're that rare. They're that rare. So I'm like, okay, well then I'll gift you this one because I know you love it. One of them was a vintage Coach bag that Luxational would be crying right now if I could give it to her because it's so cool and awesome and rare. It is like one of the very first satchels that Coach made. Um, this is the first we found it in the books. We found all the numbers and everything. Well, I gave it to her in England. I gave it to her. And because I was gonna dye it. And she's like, please don't dye it. I says, this is a very precious bag. This is a very rare color. This is a very, very important bag. Don't dye it. And I said, okay, Lux, or not Lux. I mean, okay, her name is Linda. A different Linda. We had 3 Lindas. We have 2 Lindas now. But that Linda, she I gave it to her, and she still has it. I know she does because she's an avid collector. We just She kind of felt like she had ownership of me and my channel, so we parted ways. But um it's okay. The bags are still with her. She was the one who bought my made in England Bayswater um mulberry bag. She bought a few bags for me because I had really good bags. And as I said, she's an avid collector too, and she has some beautiful bags, and she got some from me. and she got some for me for free. And because I thought I was planning to go visit her in England. This is how much of a friendship we had, you know? And then it just collapsed, and I almost quit YouTube. She was the reason why I almost quit YouTube. A year later, and I can talk about it now, but a year ago it was too difficult to talk about. Um, and yes, I have a Pugsley over here. So that's some of the tea in the YouTube land. Sometimes you make really amazing friends, and sometimes you make just okay friends, and sometimes you get taken advantage of, And unfortunately, all those things have happened. And sometimes you make friends that you think are friends and you find out they're not. And that's happened too. There's some creators and content creators I don't follow or talk to anymore. And some things have happened behind the scenes. I sometimes feel like YouTube land is high school. It really can be. It's the like I as soon as Craig told me that Winnie and Ed were alive, I felt immediately bad because I'm like, oh no, because I knew that they were going live. I just thought it was 4 Central, not which would be right now, not 3. So anyhow, Alyssa's, I'm so sorry about that, Jackie. Yes, but guys, I've met some amazing people here. I talk to people every day that I've met from YouTube. I have my home number, have my well, it's just my cell phone, because who has a home phone anymore? And my email and my home address, and we know each other, and I visited some of you guys, and you guys are amazing, which is why I'm still here, which is why I'm still on YouTube, which is why I'm still sharing my life with everybody, because I'm not going to let a few people who are not genuine friends be that way. Make me leave something I enjoy doing and not talk to the people that really like hanging out with me, because that's amazing. You guys choose to spend your time with me, and you can choose to do anything you want. And that's awesome. My family doesn't even hang out with me. My twin doesn't even hang out with me. So, I'm very, 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 very blessed to have you guys in my life, even with some of the not so wonderful parts of it. And yeah, that one person, I almost did leave YouTube because of the relationship drama that happened from that, and how hurt I was from how that all fell apart, because she basically, um, what it came down to is she didn't approve of me. When that's really tough. Yeah. Hey, Brian. Yeah, she didn't approve of how I was running the channel. She didn't approve of how I was doing my live. She didn't approve of anything I was doing, but somehow we were friends. But it's insidious. It's slow going. It's a slow process for that to happen at the end, right? And since I tend to remember things, and I honestly hope she's well. And I really do hope she's okay. And she might even still be watching my channel. Originally, she was blocked, but I unblocked everybody that was blocked. Nobody's blocked on my channel, and nobody's hidden from my channel, and anybody can watch if they want to. It's fine. And they can, I don't actually delete comments. The only comments I report are what do you call it, the fake bag people that keep showing up on everybody's comment boxes. I report them. So those become invisible, but it's not deleted. They're just invisible. The person who put them in there will still see them, the fake bag people, but they're reported for unwanted spam. And what happens when you do that, and anybody can report a comment for unwanted commercial content or spam on anybody else's channel. So when I go to other people's channels and I put a comment in, and I'll see those Kisluck Persh people, I'll just go in there and I'll report them all. You can report any of those. Hey, Craig, and Brian. Brian is one of my oldest friends here on YouTube. He found me pretty early on, and he gave me my very first gift bag. And I actually have quite a few people who have sent me bags that are subscribers that don't want to be named, which is completely fine. And it's awesome that people feel comfortable enough to share with me something they own. And that's pretty awesome. You can't, it's hard to, and that's why that's why I'm still making YouTube content and lives and connecting with people, because that's what this is about. It's about connecting and talking about things we all love. And in my real life, in other words, the life outside this room, um, my family and friends, they don't care about my bags. They don't care about, um, they'll listen to me, they'll humor me, but they're not going to really care about, oh my gosh, do you see that bag? And I do that every day. Yeah, Brian, you did find me early. Like really, I like baby Jackie, brand new YouTuber. Um, and I'm wearing my Super Dacob t-shirt. Price increases, the t-shirt that I didn't think was ever going to get here. And I told Super Dacob that he was using, the provider was Teespring, and they changed and rebranded their name to Amaze, but I ordered this t-shirt like mid-September, like September 15th or 16th, and it did not get here till like last week. And I told Dacob that, like, hey, Dacob, this shirt just showed up. I mean, it's been like 2.5 months. And apparently they haven't even paid him for his design, because it's kind of like a print on demand commission. You go with an agreement for merchandise, and they, as they print the merchandise, they send you your royalties essentially. And it says, the one thing my friend says is, how much was that one? Yes, right, right. That's what friends do. Like my mother, well, how much did you spend for that? Like, Mom, it doesn't matter. I don't remember. Because it's like, they just, everybody can, whether or not they value the bag, we understand the value of the dollar. So that can be a good reference point. And what I've been trying to show everybody on YouTube and just in general is that you can use any bag. They're all awesome. And not just because they're expensive. I think, like, even though the Reed Karkoff bags, the reason why I keep buying them is because they're so wonderful. But would I have spent $2,000 on that bag? I don't have that type of disposable income. That's a vacation. I can't do that. But this was yesterday's it bag, and today is $100. So today I'm buying it for $100. And here's the thing: the person who probably spent $2,000 on that bag brand new, they're the ones that sold it. Because they're like, oh, I'm tired of this bag. They're on to their next bag. So just because it's expensive and just because it's valuable does not mean people are gonna keep it forever. People get tired of things. They're like, we are a temporary people. We have a short, quick attention span. Like, I still say the Coach Burrow bag is the best bag ever made. It was made over 10 years ago. Um, so they're not making that bag anymore. I still think it's the best bag Coach ever made. And Coach has moved on. Coach is making all these other bags. And I'm like, Coach, I still love this bag. I'm gonna still use this bag. And I don't care if you've moved on. I have not moved on. I am keeping the love of the Coach Burrow alive. Because I have like 6 of them now. Because I out of all of my Coach bags, and I have a lot of Coach bags, it is my favorite Coach bag at any size. Um, the the big weekender size, the teeny tiny little size, I think it's a great bag. The materials they used when they made those bags were just phenomenal. The leather is soft and gets better with age. And I like age on my leather anyway. I don't necessarily like my leather to be brand new, stiff, and perfect. I think perfection, as I've said many, many times, is overrated, because I think if you're so busy being perfect, you're a little too, you're not living your life. Perfection. My house is a mess. And if I could spend all my time cleaning it and making it perfect, but I don't want to. I want to go do other things. I want to spend my time doing other things. Because you know what happens to your perfect house? You still have to clean it again and again and again. Dust will happen over and over and over. Dogs will put fur everywhere. So I'm not going to worry about it. It's clean enough. I'm cool. It's my house. I was thinking about this with my father, because my father had the public facing person and the private person, right? And we talk about this, I think, a lot on YouTube, because YouTube personalities and influencers, you see the YouTuber, right? Well, you get to see me, all of me, the bad, the good, the ugly, all of it. There is no persona public facing view here. This is really what I'm like. And I do this a lot because and I try to do this a lot to explain the good, the bad, the ugly, and the fact that I'm a mess. And I've done walkthroughs through my house. People have seen my house. It is a mess. This is not this is not Home and Garden staged, nothing, right? Um so I my father my whole family have been kind of hoarders of material goods because of the time and era they grew up in. And it's something that happens sometimes. I was talking about this with my friends this last weekend, or yesterday actually, about how my father was very embarrassed every time my sister and I would clip a coupon and use coupons. And my Carol looked at my friend Carol. I was at my friend Carol's house, and my friend Caitlin was there, and James was there. And people who grew up with less means, who are poorer, tend to be sometimes very embarrassed by coupon clipping because they don't want to have to clip a coupon now, right? So they don't want to show people that they're trying to save 25 cents on the dollar or whatever. And my father was that way. And James's father was that way because they would just buy whatever it cost as it cost to get the item. And I'm like, no, I could get that cheaper. And my father would be mortally embarrassed every time I pulled out my envelope of coupons because he didn't want to have to be associated with having to save $3 on groceries. I thought of it as a challenge and a good way to, it's a manufacturer's discount. It's a coupon. So basically, the company is giving you money to buy their item. Use it, right? To me, I had no embarrassment of cutting sales or coupons or haggling. I'm Asian, right? My mom was really poor growing up compared to her family. She was the youngest of um, 17 children, the youngest girl of 17 children. There was two more boys after her, and they had wealth, but they were still a huge family. So the wealth was only so much. So my mother always saved money. My father, he always didn't have, they didn't actually have to, they had to be conservative with their money, but they always had money, but they weren't wealthy. But as my sister and I, we were like, oh, let's save money. Let's go to sales. Let's do this. So we took after our mom. Hey, Nora. And when it came to that and haggling, and my father was eternally embarrassed by that. And so we were talking about this the other day, like they're the interfacing the private person and the public person. So my father in our home growing up, perfectly better homes and garden layout, perfectly manicured, dusted, vacuumed, everything has place, everything was perfect, everything was arranged just so. But in his private spaces, like his own workroom or his office, it looks like my house. It looked like paper blew up in their house. He's just like I am. My grandfather was like this. My grandmother was like this. They had the private space and the public space. The public space is perfect, absolute perfection. But then if you went behind into the private space, the family room or the home office, you saw the real um, people who live there. So you had the formal living room, and then you had the family room, and the family room was where you lived, and the public formal living room was the entertaining parlor space that you entertain guests at when the preacher came by or when they had the society. My grandmother was part of a sorority. When they would come over, they would go over to the parlor, and that was the public facing space. But in the private facing space, it was a whole different story, right? So I decided as an adult, like, the heck with this crap. Like, I'm not doing that. It's like I don't have the time to worry about what other people think. I don't. I'm already Asian. I'm already a minority. I'm not this middle class white people that my grandparents were. I don't have a society standing. I don't care if people come into my house and they see that it's a mess. It's my home. If they don't want to see my home, we don't have to meet here. We can meet anywhere else. This is my house. If you don't like it, don't visit. And that's how my sister and I kind of are. She doesn't like dogs, and I really don't like cats. I don't mind cats. She has 7 cats, okay? 7 is a lot. So she doesn't really come to my home. and I really don't go to her home. We kind of meet in neutral areas. And she doesn't enjoy coming to my house. It's not comfortable for her. She's allergic to my dogs. I mean, not that she doesn't like dogs. She really is actually allergic to them. So I don't mind that she doesn't want to come to my house. It's not comfortable for her. That's fine. We don't have to meet here. And I have other friends that are claustrophobic who can't handle clutter. This is the worst environment ever for them. We don't meet here. We meet at a restaurant. I go to their house. I hang out with them. So there is a public and private face that people show. I show you the face. This is it. This is my face. There is no public private face in my life. My office looks like this. My house looks like this. I have one life. I have one life and nobody to prove nothing to. My parents, well, my mother's still living, but she might as well, she lives on the other side of the world. My father, my grandparents, all the people that would judge me, they're gone. They're in heaven. Go ahead, judge away, because it's like you're not here. The people who are here who care about me, they don't, how my house looks doesn't bother them. They still want to be my friends. So that's what I'm just saying is like, deep down philosophy here because this is the time of year that causes a lot of stress. And a lot of my stress happened growing up because of these perceptions, because you had to have the perfect dining setting, the perfect house, the perfect host, the perfect everything. You had to have all the different um, foods available. You had everything just so. My sister's still that way. My sister's a little bit like that. She still wants she still reminisces of, oh, do you remember when we were growing up? I'm like, Jen, I remember and you remember. I said, but you know what? You now have to make these memories with your kids. And if you don't do these things, they don't have those memories. So, yeah, we'll come down for Thanksgiving. Yeah. So we're coming down to, yeah, nothing is perfect. Hey, Buta, Pixie, yeah, no, nothing's perfect, but we live up to this illusion of perfection and um looking the best we can and in showing, and I'm not saying to not look good or not present yourself positively. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I don't have enough energy left in my life to sit here and worry about what other people think. um and if I did, I would not be on YouTube. I absolutely would not be here. I would not be sharing my life and talking about everything on YouTube because the internet is forever. So it's not as if um this is a good thing to do if you're a super private person or you really want, to have this, I don't know, this perceived persona. My mother literally does live her life trying to make everything perfect. And it just drives me nuts because I'm not. And that's why she gets upset when she visits me. She loves us. She loves both of her children, all of her children. But she's so busy with perfection and trying to look a certain way and have people perceive her a certain way that and this is a luxury. This is a luxury, guys, to be able to live the way I live because um it only comes because I was raised in privilege. I can tell you that because I was raised by an army colonel and I had respectable middle class white grandparents, and my mother is married to a diplomat and she's educated, and we have all these privileges, right? My stepfather was a diplomat, like, and my dad was a colonel. He's a war hero. He's buried in Arlington. He worked at the Pentagon. He has a Silver Star. I mean, I have a pedigree of a lot of privilege. And because of that privilege, I could say, I'm normal. I'm not when it comes to how I was raised. I am now. And that's one of the things like I tell people too, because I'm an identical twin. That's one of the things people don't ask when you are an identical twin. As an identical twin, you are constantly compared to each other. I have been compared and picked apart my entire existence from birth. My twin and I we don't see each other as identical twins. When I see my sister, I see Jennifer. When Jennifer sees me, she sees Jackie. We do not see identical twins, we see each other. And other people see identical twins. And they're the ones who they're the ones that always compare you. So I have been compared and pitted against my sibling since as long as I can remember, forever and ever and ever, by everybody, teachers, parents, friends. Why aren't you like your sister Jennifer? Jennifer, why aren't you like your sister Jacqueline? Because we're not the same. We might look the same. We are not the same. We might share the same DNA, but we're different at the chromosomal level, and we're not the same. And this is one of those fun, interesting things where people say nurture versus environment, because we were raised in the same environment with the same parents in the same situations, but we are very different. Um, Nora says the stories from Diplomat and your dad is that you. Oh, I could probably write a book, Nora. Probably could. People have said that, you know. Um, People said that I should, but I said no one's going to believe it. See, it's just so far out there, you know. Um, Especially, I was telling my coworkers the other day about some of the stuff that's happening when I was growing up, and I said, "Look, I'm not saying my childhood was perfect, but this happened." And I know it's not normal, but I didn't know it wasn't normal until I met James and we compared our lives. And I'm like, oh, that's how you spent your life? That's just, okay. And then I tell him about my life. He goes like, what? Like, well, yeah. So it's just kind of like, yeah, I'm being a little bit of the overthinky, emotional phase right now because, um, yeah, I get compared all the time. And so I can't worry about what other people think. I really can't. And believe me, people will tell you what they think. Nobody has a problem telling me how they think, what they think about me. None. Believe me, the comments have been very kind. Actually, they're not that mean, and it's because of my format of streaming. I don't really get trolls like some of the stuff that you see in Winnie and Ed's and Scottalicious McFabulous, or the stuff that Super Dacob gets in his comments. I am very fortunate, you know, um, that I don't get that type of hate, you know, and or just like negativity and just like people like, wow, that is a lot because it's hard to do this it to put yourself out there in the public eye and to always be a public persona. I'm not a public persona. I'm just me. This is why it's a hobby. I'm never gonna make this into a um full-time gig. You'll never see me give up my day job. I love being a public servant. I really do love my job. I love learning and I love teaching. And I'm at the point in my career and life now that I get to do those things. I get to teach other people how to do stuff because uh, the workforce is transitioning out. Some of the people above me are retiring. The people coming up below me are new and they want to use these technologies. And because of, and I shouldn't talk about work, but we'll go there. Um, with the new coming emerging technologies, and I'm not talking about AI, but AI is involved. What I do has more applications than it used to. And since it's more far reaching now, more people are involved that normally were never involved. And now they want to know what I do. And I'm like, oh, well, let me show you. And here, let me help you. And now we have more applications that my job is more of a portable thing that other people can, with the new technologies, do what I do differently, but still do it where before they could never do it. It's about the volume of data that is now able to be stored and processed that was never able to be done other than with like supercomputers, which I get to work with a supercomputer. So it's really fun to be able to help and show people and get this work accomplished. So I love what I do for a living. And I'm very fortunate that I get to do in my work life what I went to school to do. I now was it a direct one-to-one? No, I'm a geography major. I got my bachelor's in geography, my associate's in GIS, my master's is not complete, but I did all the coursework for a master's in geography, and I started off in urban and regional planning. So I still work in geography, but what I do now is um, adjacent, but I get to work directly with, I make maps, guys. I make maps. I make 3D elevations. I make, it is amazing. And who gets to say that? How many people do go to school to do something and then they end up doing something completely different? I don't have to say that. That's why I'm okay being so lowly paid because I am lowly paid. In the private sector, I was more well paid. In the public sector, I am not well paid, but I am happy. So we're here. So anyway, Hey, everybody. So let's just moving back to bag talk because I love bags and I love sharing this. And you know, when I started this YouTube thing, I did it to show my bags. Nobody in my family in my life knew I had bags. So I was that public private person that in my private space I had all of these bags hidden and I didn't show people. Nobody really knew I had them. They saw me use bags, but they didn't really know how many bags I had or how much I really love bags. Okay, now nobody can miss it. I am now showing everybody. This is some of the results after the pandemic. After the pandemic, I says, you know what? I'm just going to show my bags. I'm just going to show people I collect these things. And yeah, people are going to think I'm nuts because why would you spend all that money on these things that are frivolous? I'm like, I don't care. I love it. Like, do you know how much grief we get for loving Disney? Oh my gosh. When we got married in 2007, James and I went to Belgium. My mom was there. We were married from our European family, and we were able to drive over from Belgium over because we were in Brussels. When we drove from Brussels over to Paris, and we went to Disneyland Paris. So we were with my friend Carol, my friend Ken, and we Ken had rented a car, so we got into the car and we went for 2 days over to Paris. And my mother was like, "You're going to Disney in Paris?" Like, yeah. It's like, but you're in Paris. Why would you go to Disney? And I said, well, look, Mom, because the people we were with are American. And I said, look, and I said, Ken, is he likes 4-star, 5-star treatment. James and I are poor church mice. I said, we can't afford the Ritz or wherever he wants to stay in Paris because it's not the price of the hotel, it's the parking and the price of the hotel. So I said, if we just go to Paris and stay at the resort, the Disney resorts there, the rooms are expensive for the suite, but it's actually cheaper than staying in Paris and the parking's included. And we can just take the train into Paris and then train right back out to our hotel. We don't have to actually drive in the center of Paris. Who wants to drive there? We don't have to deal with the crazy, and we could just enjoy Paris and then to hop the train and come right back. And my mom's like, but you're going to Disney. I'm like, yes, I know. So our honeymoon was going to Disneyland Paris for one day. We went, and then the second day we went into Paris on the train, and then we came back, and we had such a good time. I think we actually stayed another day. I think we stayed 2 nights, and then we drove back to Brussels. And that was and we got so much grief from our European family saying, really, you're in Europe, you're going to Paris, like the most romantic place in the world, and you're going to Disneyland? I'm like, uh-huh. Yes, we are. We had the best time. We all had so much fun. We still, my friend Ken is no longer with us in life, but my friend Carol, which I just saw yesterday, we talk about Paris Disney all the time. We still talk. We don't talk about the wedding. Okay, the wedding happened. We've been married for 17 years. It was lovely. It was wonderful. But we talk about Paris, and we talk about the Louvre. We talk about the Champs-Élysées. We talk about the really wonderful spaghetti bolognese we had, and we also talk about going to the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland Paris and how what's that ride? The Space Mountain ride just about killed me. We talk about that all the time. Now, do we ever talk about getting married in Brussels? Occasionally, when I'm super stressed out. Um, Weddings are not exactly stress free for the bride. They're actually very stressful. Um, I always tell people, like, plan the wedding, do whatever you want for the wedding, get the videographer, get all the photos. You're not going to remember the wedding. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, as the bride, you're so much stress, so much stuff is happening, so many expectations that you are going to be, by the end of that wedding, you are not going to remember most of it. You are going to be exhausted, and you will be lucky to say hello for a couple minutes to most of your guests because you will not be able to spend time with the guests. You're going to be so busy. You have two families to join together. And yeah, weddings, I wish I had eloped, and I had 3 of them. I married 3 times. I went to the JP, I got married in Brussels at the church, and then I got married in San Antonio in front of my American family. So I had the Justice of the Peace, which was awesome, the best one, I promise. And then the second one was in Brussels with my mom and all my European family and Thai family. And then I had one in San Antonio with all of my American family. I was literally married 3 months in a row. So people actually don't realize which date do you have as an anniversary, because this right now would have been my anniversary for my American family, which actually would have been yesterday, 17 years ago. But it's September, October, November. I have 3 anniversary dates. I have been married 3 times. Same dude. So at least that's a fun story. I can tell people, yeah, I've been married 3 times. And the best one was the JP, because when we went to the Justice of the Peace, we thought we were just applying for the marriage license so that we could get the license so we could get married, because in Brussels, the church officials aren't state officials, so you can't. The marriage is only a religious ceremony and not a state ceremony. So I had to be married by the state, which would be Justice of the Peace in San Antonio, take the marriage license with us to Brussels, show, and then, the church official, the church that's registered with the Episcopal Church, which is what we were married in. And then the third wedding was actually a blessing of the marriage, because we were already married in the church. So the first wedding at the JP, we went there to register, paid the $50, and the registrar lady says, "Oh," and says, "Well, tell me about," because they're asking, "Well, say we want to get married, we need a wedding license." And they're like, "Okay," talked about, "Oh yeah, we're getting married in Belgium. It's gonna be so much fun. And we just have to get married first because of the rules and regulations." And they, "Oh, well, you can get this waived." I'm like, "Waived? You can waive the 3-day waiting period?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, you can't waive. You just have to go in for the Justice of the Peace, like in court. Go to court and just tell them why, and they can say yes or no, and they can marry you. We can get somebody to marry you today." And I'm like, "Okay, well, let's do that." So we're in court. First time I've ever been into a courtroom, and they call you up to the bench, and you say, "Hey, yeah, we're gonna get married in a religious ceremony." And we were 27, so we weren't we were not 18-year-olds. We were 27 at the time. So they said, "Okay, well, we'll waive the 3-day wait, and we'll get you married." So we wait in the Justice of the Peace's office. So he comes in there. We don't even need witnesses, guys. We walked right in there. He was done with his work in the courtroom. He comes out. We pay his fee, and then we stand up in his office, and in his office had 3 Star Wars um movie posters, and he's doing the whole marriage ceremony. And then it was hilarious because was if anybody objects to this union, that comes up, right? And James and I look at each other, we look at him, we look at the posters, and there's Darth Vader, and we're like, "We're good." Nobody objected because there's nobody there. And we got married, and we were married, and that was it. And we filed the paperwork with the court, went downstairs to the registration recording part of the office. So you go get the license in one place, you go get married at another place, and you have to go record it at a different place. So we go down to the basement, literally the basement, and record the marriage, and then we leave to go to work. Because we go to work at 4 o'clock at the time, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So we had done this in the daytime, went to work, had to do an all hands meeting, so we were running late to work. I was in an orange t-shirt and black gaucho pants and flip-flops, guys. This is what I got married in. And I was texting my sister, "Oh my gosh, you'll never believe what we just did." And my sister's like, "You got married?" I'm like, "Yeah," because she was so mad. So mad because she and my father wanted to be witnesses. "Oh, but we don't need witnesses." And just like, "But we wanted to be your witness." I'm like, "Oh, oops." Yeah, never to be forgiven. Never to be forgiven. They will never forgive me for that. So, yeah, so that was the 17 years ago story. Um, and he's still married to me and all my bags. And true love, guys, true love. To be stuck in he does not care about my bags. He actually laughs at me whenever I take photos to post on Instagram. I'll be at the restaurant, I'll prop my bag up and I'll take a photo, and he just chuckles at me because he's at first you think this happens enough that he wouldn't notice, but he notices, and he's like, I said, "Don't laugh at me. Yes, I'm taking a photo of my bag." And he does suffer whenever I'm in an elevator. I'm like, "Oh, hi, I love your bag," you know? He's just lucky I don't walk around with, "Here's my business card and check out my YouTube." 'Cause, AKB Bags Andrea, her husband is, he does that. He does promote her business, and he's very proud of her, and he'll say, "Oh, yes, this is my wife, the AKP Bags," and, you know, that's pretty cool, but my husband is not that he's an introvert. Um, so anyhow, man, I did not expect to go down story time lane. I just wanted to show you my mug. Oh, for those who just came into the show, I bought a mug. It just got here. This is for my boss. My boss is retiring, and he's the type of guy who has a sense of humor that will appreciate this mug. And it says "Quitter." And he doesn't retire until next August. Technically, he can retire right now. So this is not one of those situations where you're counting down the days to retirement. He could retire actually 2 years ago by numbers, but he's trying to get this last project launched off the ground. Hey, Ravi. And so I said, I'm giving him this mug so that he can use this all year so he can just flaunt it. Like, why not flaunt it? Why not flaunt it if you get to retire with all your work peeps while we're still working? Believe me, it's his meeting schedule. Probably why he's retiring. His meetings have meetings. Yay, meal prepping, yay! So I did post a video. Oh, no, I didn't post a video. I filmed a couple videos. I actually need to work on those videos. And while I'm talking to you guys, I can't do that. So I'm actually going to get off this live. I don't know if we're going live tonight with Jolie because Jolie hasn't texted me, so I don't know what's happening there. I'm going to go apologize to Winnie and Ed. I did not mean to overlap their live time. Because they have a vlog sale. A lot of people have vlog sales. So Winnie has one, Ed has one, Don's Loves Couture has one. I think Cammy has a few things listed for sale. And I'm missing a couple people. But it's really rough right now to have a vlog sale because the sales are amazing. I cannot get over the sales that are just happening in just general sales. And anyhow. I see everybody later. I might see you later tonight. I might not. I don't know. If you do see me, I'll be with Jolie, and I will be back tomorrow for sure. So anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a fabulous rest of your Sunday, and we will see you on Monday.